In this video, we're going to talk about scale. So, how many times have you opened a textbook or seen a travel brochure that has a map with a scale? So here we have an inch is equal to 5 miles, and sometimes you might cut this out and move it around on the map to measure how far something would be to estimate your drive. This is what we did before Google Maps. Now we have a blueprint of a home, and again, they would use a scale model to represent how big each of the rooms would be. Let's look at some example problems. If I told you 1 inch was equal to 5 miles, if that was my scale, how many inches would 25 miles be? Well, the key to doing this is to set up my formula. So my two measurements would be inches and miles. So I'm going to make a fraction, inches over miles. Now I have a formula, and I'm going to keep my formula. Situation 1 says that 1 inch is 5 miles. In situation 2, I only know 25 miles. So is miles a numerator or a denominator? Go back to your formula. Miles is a denominator. So because I see the word miles, 25 is going to be the bottom number. And I'm going to put an X here. Now I have a proportion, and I can cross multiply and solve. 1 times 25 is 25. And then the number I did not use is 5. So I'm going to divide by the number I didn't use. I'm showing you a shortcut instead of the algebraic way. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So 25 miles would be 5 inches. Moving on to our next example. 20 centimeters is 50 miles. How many miles would 30 centimeters be? Okay, again, my topics are centimeters over miles. Now I have a formula. There we go. Now that I have my formula, I'm going to take situation 1, which is 20 centimeters, 50 miles. So 20 centimeters goes with 50 miles. And how many miles would 30 centimeters be? 30 centimeters. Okay, centimeters is numerator or denominator? It's the numerator. So 30 goes on top, and the X goes on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply 50 times 30, and that gives me 1,500. And then I'm going to divide by 20. And if you remember from earlier in the year, because they both end in 0, a quick math trick is to cut off the 0. So 150 divided by 2 is, well, if you had $1.50 to split between you and a friend, you would say 75. So how many miles would 30 centimeters be? It would be 75 miles. So the key is set up a formula, set up a key, follow your key through with situation 1 and then situation 2 to find the missing variable.